Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone.
My principal says that we're not normal.
All bark and no bite is synonymous to here and proud. Hello and welcome to another video. Let's check out some threats. Don't forget that like button now.
Hey MAGA, Peter Thiel, Trump, JD Vance, Elon Musk, fear us. We are the masses. You are the 1%. We are the 99%. Think about it.
No. Hi, Peter. Fear me. And hard-ons that pack more power than you and your entire movement. Oh, your timing was impeccable. Hey, quick question for you, okay? I know I'm baked off my noodle right now, but if you were the 99%, wouldn't you have won the last election? Nope. Hate to break your heart there, High Speed, but I guarantee there's a lot more conservatives now than there are liberals. Trust me, no one regrets voting for Trump, but there are people that regret not voting for Trump. Also, quick question, don't you sticks have like safe spaces and afraid of the pew-pews, and don't y'all lick the boots of the government and wait for them to protect you? Yeah, you look vaccinated and boosted. You think you'd be more focused on getting off the toddler potty. Don't forget white front to back. But honest question, what you gonna do? What the any of y'all gonna do if the time comes that we have to lace your boots up thing, but hide in your safe spaces behind other with their Second Amendment? I love all of you. Stop making hollow threats. You are not the masses. I'm your Huckleberry. Ass pussy.
I think he meant 99% of the insane population.
This is what misgendering looks like. I want to show you the power of giving or withholding an aspect of someone's identity from them. This is not me being selfish or too sensitive. This is not me expecting too much from those who are closest to me. And no, I can't just get over it. The pain of being referred to as someone I am not is of the worst pain I've ever felt. Not respecting someone's pronouns is an act of violence. Misgendering someone and reducing their experiences to being emotional or demanding is severely damaging. If you truly care about somebody, then show them. Love them in the way that they need to be loved. Because withholding someone's pronouns and saying you still care is like loving them with conditions. And love is not conditional.
I love how it's squinting to ensure the camera is still running.
Hey guys, Brittany here. I'm a mess. I'm not doing good at all today. I'm like really angry and splitting so much, and I'm just like, I want to go back to bed, but I have to work because there's some like money I need to make, and I have a horrible headache, and I just can't stop splitting. And if you're familiar with splitting, it's basically like getting angry at people and like not being able to control it and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know the exact definition of splitting, but I could tell I'm doing it right now. I also just realized I haven't taken my meds in like 2 days, so you know that could be contributing to this also. I'm just like, I literally don't know what to do. Anything I put on like music wise to listen to, I'm literally sobbing. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna listen to music and cry. So I'm a little more calm now, and basically like, I don't know, I just really caught myself splitting, and I even wrote out a really mean text, and then I deleted it because I'm like, no, I'm splitting. So my coping skills are literally just gonna be me listening to music and getting orders because I have to make money. I can't just go home and sleep. So yeah.
I don't have the words right now.
I have talked about this before, but my vagina sealed. I'm a trans woman. I had bottom surgery and my vagina sealed. I require a revision surgery in order for me to have vaginal. I need to move out of the state to be able to get it done because this state won't pay for it. How did my vagina seal? Basically, you need to dilate in order for it to not seal. And I could not dilate. It was very painful for me. I also had crisis, so that made it difficult for me to do that. It's a long story, but essentially I was just not in the right place physically or mentally to go through with it, and I ended up sealing.
Well, that must suck, but you know, you can do whatever you want with yourself.
Now you can
Black
respond.
women cannot be racist to white women. Are you kidding me?
Sorry?
That makes no sense.
Sorry?
Black women cannot be racist to white women. Do you not understand that?
Oh, yes, they can.
You don't have the intellectual
Oh, yes, they
capacity
can.
to understand that.
Oh, yes, they
But that's
can.
very much
And you've been
impossible.
racist to me.
That's very much
You've been
impossible.
racist to me, a white man, by saying I'm a race baiter. Yeah.
How am I racist to you? I'm black. I can't be racist to you.
You called me a race
Are you
baiter
kidding
with
me?
no
You're
evidence.
Racist to me.
When have I
You
been
can
a
be
race
racist-
baiter?
You can be racist to me.
When have I been a race
But I'm
baiter?
a powerhouse.
Tell me when I've been a race
I'm a
baiter.
powerhouse.
Well, you may be a
Here's-
powerhouse.
Understand something.
You may be
I
a
am
power. You may be a powerhouse.
Okay.
When have I been a race baiter?
I want you to admit that.
When have
okay?
I been a race baiter?
Okay.
When have I been a race baiter?
Okay.
This is absurd.
No, hang on. Tell me,
Honey.
Blossom. Give me one example of me race baiting. Blossom, go.
I'm here. At this point, I'm just here to talk about trans women in sports. I said what I said.
So you don't have
and I
anything,
to
do you?
Repeat anything.
You called me a race.
We're supposed to believe and affirm the insanity that Blossom is a woman?
I saw you on a podcast with Sneeko, like I think before the election, and you were talking about me. You were like, oh, this cringy liberal dude supporting Biden no matter what. Do you stand by that?
Well, I think that's what you've done. I haven't seen anything where you ever oppose the other side, or your side rather. So I don't know. So like my perspective is, and again, I just see Twitter and I'll just see your tweets, and maybe I don't see all of your tweets. I just see the ones because it's like based on other things that I've seen and ones that maybe go a little bit more viral. But everything is just, it just feels like there came this new time or this social media generation of kids that just popped up out of nowhere that were just like all saying the same exact time. And it just felt like legacy media just turned into social media where it's like we're all gonna side this and we're all gonna chirp the same. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen on the right, because the same, but at that time I remember thinking like there was just nothing you ever said that was ever negative about your own party.
Was he expecting him to take it back?
Criminalize abortion.
Criminalized in Texas. Women who have a
No,
miscarriage, which is very
that's so false. Read the law. Have you read the law? You're an attorney? Well, then you should know better. You should know better.
Women have been penalized. So, you are such a douche.
You should know that there's a no. You came up to us and told us we had no idea what we were talking about.
You don't even understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. You think that miscarriages are punished? That is hilariously wrong. You obviously haven't even read the law. Yeah. Which is ridiculous because you're an attorney.
She is not an attorney. She probably interned as a secretary in a law office for 6 months back in 2005.
So you work for the government?
No.
You don't. Well, you have a job, right? What did you do last week at work?
I taught classes.
Taught classes?
Yeah.
So you did something, you accomplished something meaningful, right?
Yes.
So if government workers don't accomplish something meaningful for the taxpayer?
But that's bullshit because they do.
Some of them don't.
They all.
What's the fine? The president.
An ROI. Do you think that the government needs to exist within its means?
Here. We don't want Nazis here. We don't want Nazis here.
Should the government?
We don't want Nazis here.
Okay.
And nice
We're
shit.
Just gonna
trying
extend
to
that. Thank
get
you.
the
Thank you.
narrative,
matter what you
guys.
say.
We're trying
You'll
to get
use
the
it against
narrative.
you.
You're just doing a narrative.
Get out of
Actually,
here.
What are
just
your
standing
5
here.
points?
Elderly abuse is a crime, but an elder hitting you is all right, I guess.
I've heard that before, but I've never heard a good argument.
No, it's you're a piece of shit.
That's not an argument, sir.
You're not an argument. Like this.
Hey. No, people who kill their children should be punished.
Someone forgot to take their anti-outburst meds today.
Propose an anti-MAGA boycott of American goods and services, and people have run wild with it. Across the internet, people are making the change to choose different products and different services. Politicians still posting on Elon Musk's Twitter.
So you guys are going to boycott American products, boycott companies that support President Trump. So does that mean all my iPhone users are going to boycott Apple over their $500 billion investment under President Trump in the United States? So you guys are talking about X or Twitter under Elon Musk, and boycotting that. So are you gonna boycott TikTok since President Trump is the only person who saved it? Are you guys getting off Facebook and Instagram as well now that Meta pledged $65 billion to Trump's economy? And I guess you guys are gonna stop using ChatGPT since OpenAI just pledged billions to Trump as well. I see where this whole boycott thing is going, and what it seems to me is that you guys want to stockpile a bunch of products before Friday happens, but you also want to just continually use the products and services that you love, that you know you can't let go of, despite the fact that President Trump has open pledges from these companies to work with him and invest under his economy. Oh my God, you were like a genius. I don't know how you came up with this. Thank you so much.
If Trump's economy doesn't fail, liberals would stop at nothing to tear it down.
Trans ideology shouldn't be pushed on children.
You're a Hitler Youth.
I'm a Hitler Youth because I believe trans individuals shouldn't be pushed on children. I'm a Hitler Youth.
Yeah, you are controlling narcissism motherfucker.
Right.
You're trying to control me and you can't.
I think that there's been a bit of a hatred towards people like myself who hold quite, rational opinions, which one would call common sense.
All right, by the way, I'm going to pick you up on that. You said rational opinions. Your opinions are not rational.
Well, there's two genders, or two sexes.
No, there's not two genders. You want a world where you're in control of everything.
No, I don't. I want a world where democracy thrives and where the people are at the heart.
You don't want democracy.
What is a woman? Can you define that?
Yes, I can.
What is a woman then?
A woman is somebody who goes, I'm a woman.
Yeah, what is a woman? What are they defining themselves as?
A woman is a woman who goes, I'm a woman.
But what are they defining as? What is a woman?
When do you feel like you're a man?
Because I have a penis, I can't produce children.
Oh my God, I love meeting you because you're such a...
What is a woman?
A woman is a woman.
No, but what is a woman?
You'll never get it. Thank God no woman's with you.
He's wearing a Ukraine badge. I think we can assume where his head is at.
As someone that intermittent fasts between the hours of 12 and 4. So I started my day with a chicken patty. I did start a little late, around 2 p.m. It was really good, and I do love me some chicken patty. I also had some lemonade and a piece of lemon pound cake, and I did eat a lemon pound cake from Kroger. Now, speaking of Kroger, I did go today, and I tried their birthday cake pops for the first time. Actually really loved it. I'm a cake girl. Then I went home and I made some chicken wings. Now, I am a blue cheese girly, and these wings came out so good. I did them in the air fryer. They're so crispy. Yes, so I did end up adding some lemon pepper to the buffalo. So I did buffalo and mega habanero. Those are the two flavors. I did also have a ginger lemon olipop. I'm actually really loving olipop these days. Intermittent fasting, I do try to get as much food as I can within that 4-hour window, but this is like my technically my second full day of doing this, so I'm still kind of getting to the hang of it, and my goal ultimately is to, develop better eating habits and a better relationship with food. But right now, it's basically just the food that I usually eat in one small time. After I did the wings, I did make some carbonara bulldog noodles with an egg, but I didn't really enjoy it much, so after that, I did actually make a bacon double cheeseburger. And I know you're probably thinking this is a lot of food, but you have to remember this is all condensed within a 4-hour eating window. I actually did end up going over my time. Like I said, I did start a little late, but then I'm also a big girl and I'm always eating a lot of food. I will say, if you are interested in intermittent fasting, I wouldn't recommend.
I want to be quite frank with y'all. This is absolutely insane.
So she's eating 15 meals in 4 hours. Give her a few months and she'd say she's never been able to lose weight. Her body is different. If you feed it like that, it's going to be different.
Man-made bodies a waddle, and saying man-made, women-made, whatever they made.
Hey, just so you know, I literally won red light, green light.
That'd be kind of funny. Like, okay, someone that's non-binary should make a big building, and they should put on the front, it's not man-made, it's not women-made, it's they-made. I would love that just to cause a store. Someone needs to do that, a non-binary person.
I know, just to make people mad. Like, couldn't you even see, like, what if they founded a giant company and they did an interview with Forbes and they said, so you're the founder, and they said, what? They said, do not call me a founder. And they'd say, like, I'm a founder.
So people actually tune into this stuff?
I've seen so many stories and countless, literally, like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally the life out of you. They're gonna take the whole baby out, and as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for women.
You should be a taxpayer paying for abortions?
Exactly, but as for a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
You can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care?
Why not? Why not, if that's the case?
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb.
You
dumb as okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
What's wrong with you?
You have a.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she got sued, as she should too.
Money, right? It's not about spending. It's about shrinking government so that it'll be too small to stop Trump with whatever else is in this plan.
Why would the government stop Trump? Isn't he the head of the government? You're saying the government would be too small to stop Trump. If Trump's the president, why would the government, the bureaucracy, be actively trying to stop him?
Because he is shredding the Constitution and creating an authoritarian dictatorship. That's why.
And no matter who was in office, I'm going to hold them accountable. But more importantly, I'm going to make sure the government is working for the American people.
Both of you all made an interesting point, which is that your view is that Trump is shredding the Constitution. I'd like to hear more about that. But that it seems to me that you all both believe that the unelected part of our government, the bureaucracy, has a responsibility to resist the political leadership. Is that your view?
That's not actually what we said. We said they are upholding the Constitution, the principles of the Constitution, and at times
how is Trump shredding the Constitution?
God, he's like
I mean, seriously, do we have to give you a civics lesson that we have? I don't know. We put all power in the executive branch. The legislative branch. Now we're in control of the military, silencing media. This is what you do in a dictatorship.
Are you suggesting that the president is not the commander-in-chief of the military?
I'm suggesting that the president is going to put in charge somebody who's going to contravene the Constitution. And at some near point, this conversation will look very silly for you because it will be obvious. And right now, you're gaslighting. When we get to the actual rubber of the road of this, it will be clear.
I'm interested in this conversation. He's going to put someone in charge who will contravene the Constitution. Like who? What do you mean by that? The president is in charge of the military, is he not? You said he's going to put someone in charge of the military?
The president is in charge of the military. That is...
How is Trump silencing the media if you are on CNN bashing him and labeling him a dictator in the making?
This is what happens when we tell people with a liberal arts degree that they are highly educated. Let's break it down Barney style for you, okay? Barron Trump was born on March 20th, 2006 to Donald J. Trump and Melania Trump. His father, Donald J. Trump, was born in the United States, making him a naturalized United States citizen, which then in turn makes his children naturalized born citizens. But let's say we throw Donald Trump out of the picture and we just focus on Melania Trump. So Melania gained her green card in 2001, which gave her lawful residence in the United States. And then by 2006, she had become a naturalized United States citizen. So both of his parents are United States citizens. Does that make sense now why he's a US citizen? When exactly do we get to stop calling the left the educated party? This was fun. Have a day.
She said she was asking for a friend. Well, tell your friend that she's got to be dead in the brain if this is actually a question.
One way black people achieve true liberation, that's by taking it in blood. There has to be blood all over the floor. There has to be bodies on the floor. There has to be people screaming and crying. That is the reality. And this is what history shows me. No amount of begging, no amount of complaining, no amount of protesting, nada is going to get you your liberation until you take it with blood. You see? So this is why I sit back and I don't play along with any of these black people talking about it's a spiritual war and this, that, because when those cops are going into our neighborhoods and shooting our babies, that's a physical thing. You see, y'all so worried about the spiritual world, but you're not worrying about the world that's right in your face. When we're getting thrown in prison, that's a physical thing. right? Address the physical. You see, this is why I say don't hit my phone until y'all ready to do what y'all know we gotta do. When y'all ready to go outside and hunt them white boys, hunt them cops, go to that white boy's neighborhood and up, when y'all ready to do what y'all know we gotta do, hit me. But until then, I'm not playing around with y'all because it's all of these excuses for why we don't want to do it. Why? Many of us are scared. You know what I mean? Many of us are complacent in our oppression. You know, many of us don't want to burn the relationships we have with white people, all of these things. So I'm going to sit back and do my thing. When y'all ready to go outside and take blood, hit me anytime. But you see, a lot of us are not ready to do that. But I'm trying to tell y'all, there is no freedom. There is no liberation for our people until there's blood on that floor, on that battlefield. And that's the truth we don't want to admit.
Yeah, BLM isn't violent whatsoever. It's about equality.
Hi, fellow white people. Black History Month is tomorrow. Let's not do anything to ruin it this year. Okay, my fellow milk crickets? Dear God. We're gonna be good this year. Yes, we are. And if we are, maybe you'll get a prize. But you have to be good. You can't ruin Black History Month this year, okay? Thank you, my babies. Bye.
I'm gonna ruin it even harder. I'm gonna ruin it so hard because of that video. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'll freaking ruin it. But he said it seems like she has a lot of cats. My little milk crickets. Is that what I'm gonna call myself now? Hi, I'm Brad, I'm a milk. Another person said, self-loathing is the result of leftist indoctrination. Yeah, very true. These people hate themselves and are thrilled that they hate themselves. It's the oddest phenomenon.
I just know she's teaching elementary kids somehow. They always find their way into ruining education.
Everything's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay.
Yeah, just a normal walkie doing normal wokey things.
Злая громадина, жаба кровавая, скольким смолола ты, косточки хавая. Ты не левая, ты и не правая, просто имперская гнусь. Сонная плачь, искалечена, слушая, жизнь пожигала ты силой оружия. Уже не знаю, что может быть хуже я, сука, Московская Русь. Где же начало у этого месива? Там за ребро старовера повесила. Тут на Кавказе ты покуролесила. Помнить Сибирь Ермака. От бесогонства до победобесия, подлость и ложь, произвол и агрессия.
Did that make you uncomfortable? Yeah, me too.
That is false. Oh, you can illegal immigrants are criminals and they are going to get deported. Yes, they are. They are in the country illegally. It's a felon. You just spit on me? That's gross. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Why would you do that? Thank you for taking your mask off at least.
Because you don't respect her right now.
I am having a civil conversation with her. We don't agree and we're being very stern, but this is very respectful right now.
This is not.
Yes, it is. You just spit on me and you want to tell me what is respectful? That was disgusting. That's just vile. Why do you have to be vile? Why do you have to be vile? You know, that's an actual crime, by the way.
How is your offense spitting like an animal? She doesn't look like a furry though. She's definitely a self-diagnosed man or non-binary.
You're not supposed to be recording.
Yes, ma'am. Damn, I love my mom.
always racism, always.
All the Republicans right now are like, yeah, make them pay back their student loans. Like, tuition used to be free before people of color started attending college. So when black people started attending college, that's when tuition became a thing. And tuition also used to be under $1,000, and it is $32,000 to go out of state anywhere and about $17,000 a year to go in state. So you guys are just like saying things out of your ass because you never went to school and don't have an education. Like, you're okay with cops and firefighters and them getting school, but your lawyers, your healthcare providers, nope. They have to pay over $1 million of student loan debt back. So you guys just talk out of your ass when America was built on racism. Tuition was never a thing, but because people of color, God forbid they get an education, that's when tuition started. So keep talking out your...
Wait, did you guys get student loans without ever intending to pay back? I mean, you know loans are to be refunded, right?
Like a billion children have died, not actually
a billion. Who do you think kills more people? People with Hitler did kill a lot of people.
Hitler did kill a lot of people.
Hitler was an advocate of the Jews doing this to their children.
I think Hitler went beyond just abortion. I think he was racist.
Hitler liked to come up with a reason not to recognize human rights and equality, and he wanted to say one particular set of human beings could be murdered.
Hitler is not exactly fair, as he did have some...
I didn't. That guy just brought up Hitler for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So that is not fair to my argument whatsoever.
No, your argument is, whenever I said, do you believe in human rights? And you said yes, and I said, well, then you must be for abolishing abortion if abortion is the right to terminate a human's life. And then you said, no. No, you didn't go in circles because you didn't even go anywhere.
Hitler is so popular with the wokies nowadays. You can't have a single conversation without them bringing it up.
You feel comfortable with me using, female toilets?
Oh my God, of course.
But I would. Does that depend on me having had surgery? No. What would you say? I don't want to dwell on this for too long, but what would you say to those people who would have an issue sharing room with me?
Oh my goodness. Say, that's another human being. How can you... I understand fearing what you don't know. I understand kind of being like, oh, I don't really understand about this, and I've never met someone, but go and speak. Go learn, go speak. Go look into the whites of someone's eyes that's had this experience, and tell me after you've done that you do not see or feel their humanity or understand their story, or that there's any part of you that feels that it's okay to make that person not feel included. It's making people feel not included, I think, it's just such a painful, awful thing to do.
Said a whole lot of nothing for a whole lot of seconds.
Here are some reasons why you should be dating trans women. We don't have any periods, which means no hormonal moments when we're super moody, and no need to have gaps in the month when we don't get naughty. Also, that means no pregnancy scares, which is great, which also means no need to use protection, if you know what I mean. We more than likely have a few similar interests, as we are still in touch with our masculine side, which will never go away. For example, I love video games, and I love sports. I love playing basketball, I love watching football, and that will never ever leave me. So if you want a sporty girl who's into the same things as you, who you can play video games with, look no further. This one's quite controversial, but we are great drivers. We know how to drive a car. You know what they say, women drivers. And last but not least, we will never ever be closed-minded, because we've been through such a lot ourselves that being closed-minded is not an option. So most trans women are open-minded, kind queens who you can tell just about anything to and it won't faze them.
I don't think this is as great an ad you hoped it would be. No wonder women don't like you and men don't want you.
Okay. Touching my door is assault.
Touching my door is assault.
Okay.
Are you a retard or what? Are you a retard?
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Touching my door is assault.
Hey, you already said that, you retard.
Okay.
I mean, the cop must have had a bad day. She was being a little annoying.
Hey, just popping in to do another wellness check for our friends across the pond, because this guy in the UK actually had the police show up at his house because he posted on social media that Christians need to stand up for their faith.
My name's Sean.
Senior nurse, I work for the NHS.
Yep. Name and number, please, mate.
Yeah, PC Green, Echo Bravo 4.
Joe, PC Turner, Hastings Police Station.
Thank you.
9.
So what's this about then?
So it was just a few
I won't film
concerns.
it, I'll just get it recorded.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just a few concerns.
So why are you here today, sorry? No, you can all sit down, it's not a problem. You've literally just missed the missus and that, they've gone out like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. So what's the issue?
So it was just to, obviously what we've been told, that you might have a few concerns, a few things that are bothering you at the moment.
Yeah.
Whether there's
That's
anything...
bothering everyone else in the country right now. So what are the concerns you're here for? Because this is religious discrimination right now, because you wouldn't be knocking on Muslims' doors if they had this conversation. Because I already know why you're here. So this is religious.
Why do you think we're here?
I don't know, what's the priest told you?
They're just, people have raised concerns.
What concerns?
About your views.
What
whether
views?
that you've got concerns about what's going on in Australia.
Yeah, so I'm an Orthodox Christian. Now you've turned up at my house because I went and see my priest. So I'm going to get you all on film because this is going straight to my solicitor.
What are your concerns? Is there anything that we can help with?
No, firstly, I don't mean any disrespect to any of you. I don't want to sound abruptive. You can tell me why you're here.
So there was a report of some beliefs being expressed. So the reason I'm here is I work for the NHS. And if you're willing, I'm happy to talk and listen with you
that's
about
fine.
if you've got any concerns about your well-being.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
My understanding is, now I'm not a police officer, I'm a nurse, so my understanding is...
So because I've questioned about the church not acting on the behalf of Christians, you're now turning up here with mental health nurses assuming that I'm some right-wing nut.
So no one assumes anything.
So just to recap, UK Orthodox Christian posts on social media that he's concerned about the religious intolerance towards Orthodox Christians in Australia, in the UK, and everywhere else. So the police show up at his door after he's been reported for violating the law somehow, and they bring along with them a mental health nurse professional from the NHS to establish the mental well-being of this individual for saying that Christians need to stand up for their own culture. Make no mistake about it, this was absolutely coming to the United States had things gone differently in November. And sorry if this offends anybody, but yeah, JD Vance is abso-freaking-lutely right when he says the UK and Europe have dramatically lost their way by violating your most basic human rights to free expression and to freely practice your faith. I don't even want to know where this escalates from here, but this is insane.
Mental health check because he made a post? Is this a joke?
Putting your wife before the mother of your kids has to be the absolute lowest thing a man could ever do. How can you put a woman who can just become a nobody to you by signing a piece of paper over a woman who's attached to you for the rest of your life? The value of a baby mother is so much higher than a wife. And it's crazy that men don't understand that. And it's sad that a woman has to tell y'all how to be good men. And the fact that some of y'all might disagree with me on this one just proves that we are all failing as a society. It's really selfish to think that you're going to be put before a woman who bared a man's child. Y'all wives really need to know y'all place, and being number one is not it. I'm tired of y'all thinking that y'all come before the BNs. We were here before and we're gonna be here after. And any female that doesn't agree with this is just a pick me. I know that sounds crazy as right? Yo, people at Facebook gotta chill. Ain't no way you feel like because you had a kid, you come before his wife.
Okay, she's reading a Facebook post. I got scared for a second. Women who think like this were never chosen to be wives, so they have to feed themselves this delusion. Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Por el agua.
They are displaying deaf people now. Of course they are.
Nobody, including Riley Gaines, who I disagree with strongly, should
What do you disagree with, out of interest?
I think that it should be up to sporting bodies to make their decisions about who and how should compete.
What has she said that's actually wrong?
I think that what she has done is try to turn this. We talked about people, using things to kind of get likes and get clicks.
That's not what she's doing.
It's
I've got no truck for Riley Gaines personally, but all I've seen her do is stand up for women's rights to fairness and equality.
Well,
she actually competed against Leah Thomas, and it was obviously unfair. Leah Thomas won one of the races in the NCAA championships by 50 seconds against a bunch of biological females who simply couldn't keep up. That cannot be right. It cannot be fair.
That is something that I think our sporting bodies should be dealing with. And by the way, Riley is speaking up for herself, and that is her prerogative, and I respect her free speech.
I think she's speaking up for pretty much every female athlete in the world.
You tell her peers.
We are here. We are here. We are very happy to be here. Yes, indeed, dear one. Yes, we are here. Yes, we do have a message for you and your community in the world. There will be a shift that will happen on your planet. The frequencies of your world will shift dynamically. We implore you now, understand. You are in control of your individual experience, your individual frequency, your individual understanding for now. You can create what you desire for your future by merely existing in a frequency that is higher and better. Know that we are here to support you through this shift of humanity. Nothing's happening to you. It is for you and the betterment of humankind's experience on planet Earth. That was a lot.
Wow.
You see?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know who that was, or?
That was the Great Council.
How many of them are there?
Oh, there's a large group of them. When I walk in to work with them, they're all sitting at a table. That's a visual that they give me, but don't know exactly the number. They are creator beings. They are very, 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 very powerful, loving beings. They really are trying to help us understand that we're in control of our experience.
Yeah, the Great Council of Light has a message for you guys. Get a notepad.
But Dad, please know that while I am grateful and highly aware of all that you've given this family, I still don't miss you. When you died, I felt like there was a hole. I missed something, but it wasn't you. It was the idea of what you could become. I miss being able to hope and wish that one day you'd turn a corner and see the world from my perspective. Because when you died, it solidified the fact that you'll never be what you could have been, but only what you are. And what you are is a racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, Trump-loving, cis-straight white man. That is all you will ever be to me. And Dad, before you tell me to respect the dead, please remember that you disrespected and disregarded the lives and deaths of entire communities of people with your ideology.
This is at her father's funeral. You are a racist, Trump-loving, cis, white girl. Have some freaking decency. If you watch my show at all, you know that I don't really have the closest relationship with my father, but at least I try. My dad's a Democrat, but you know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't stand up at his funeral and say, oh, screw you. These people are vile, but they claim to be loving and tolerant.
Well, that dad must have been regretting his pro-life decision.
With my customers.
I was just trolling a little bit.
Trolling? Why are you trolling?
I thought we'd have a little fun, but.
Well, you don't need to troll me.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny. All right, thank you, sir. Hopefully, yeah. I didn't get you too good, you know.
I mean, you're okay.
Okay, cool. All righty. Thank you, sir. Great guy. I don't know if they called on us or what, but imagine we actually get arrested now. Uh-oh, zoom in on it. Oh, bro. Yo, Reed, I think we're getting arrested right now.
Cool. Y'all need to leave.
All right, no problem. My bad, sir.
You can go and go.
Get identification from him.
I could, but you're not entitled to know his name.
Are you going to do a report, a police report?
I could if you want me to.
I'd like you to do it. I want to sue him.
All right, cool. I need your ID and I need your ID.
You want to sue me for what?
Harassment, personal injury.
Personally, sir, that was just a joke. I apologize.
Tell the judge.
That was just a shoulder tap prank.
Tell the judge.
You gotta know your audience, man.
I guess so, yeah. I didn't expect him to get upset like that. It didn't even seem like he was upset when we did it.
Chasing views, man, it's gonna get you in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even like that, man. Like, I wish you saw what happened. Yeah. I guess, like, some
views
people...
on the internet ain't everything, man.
No, not at all. Like, and that's not even what we were after. We were just kind of honestly trying to share a little laugh. I thought, like, maybe he would enjoy. Like, it was just a shoulder tap prank, you know?
Gramps said he wants a piece of that TikTok money.
A new TikTok protest tactic just dropped.
Protesting is great, but they are not going to care until we're doing that on a work day, until we stop going to work. Okay, we gotta strike.
Does she actually think this is a good idea? Does she actually think getting people to just not go to their jobs, somehow going to like own Trump or own Elon Musk, they're not gonna care, babe. It's not gonna be their supporters doing this, all right? And frankly, a lot of the people that would be susceptible to this message, the resistance TikTok types, a lot of them probably don't have jobs in reality, okay? So what are they gonna stay home from? The library? The Polycule book club or something? If anybody does get caught up in this, the most likely consequence is not Trump deciding to cancel Doge or something like that. It's y'all getting fired. It's y'all getting your wages docked. It's y'all getting in trouble at your jobs. Or, like, how is that a win? How is that a W? It's just not.
Oh, so they do have jobs? That's shocking. Go ahead. Food stamp opportunists need new jobs.
I'm noticing that y'all dragging me in one of my recent videos about me saying that I don't be telling these dudes that I'm a man till after the fact I knocked them down. And y'all in the comments saying, oh, baby, it's not that they don't know, baby, they don't care or whatever. They already know. Y'all trying to be funny and stuff like that. Like, baby, when I get done up, I wasn't done up in that video, but when I get done up, I'm real cute. I get real girl. But like, who do y'all think y'all are? Like, I don't have to tell you anything about me. Like, I am not required to tell these men what I got going on. You know what you here for, boy. You know why you here to see me. Why I gotta tell you that I'm a boy or this, that. I ain't gotta tell you a damn bit, bro. You know what we here for. We here for one thing and one thing only, and I'ma get that on my stove. I ain't gotta tell these dudes nothing. Y'all stay mad. Like, I give real girl. Y'all man be confused. I give real girl. No shade.
I'm sorry, did I walk into an audition for white girls? Well, that is a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget those buttons now. See you in the next one.